Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
What kind of moves?
You can't watch me have sex
because
you'll steal my fat guy moves.
Oh my god,
which are too powerful for someone of your lightweight.
If I utilize them, I'll hurt myself my partner.
You'll be like, oh, I could do that. And, the momentum will be wrong, and you'll hurt both of you.
What kind of moves? Do you have names for them, or
yeah? There's the whirlwind.
Oh.
There's
my special move is God's Wrath. That's my finishing move.
That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, they don't like it. I gotta stop doing it. Mac.
I got the Percolator.
The Percolator?
Yeah.
Whoa! What do you percolate?
It's her.
Oh, damn, dude. I believe it. You know what? All evidence says that you're good at sex. I've heard it. I've seen the silhouette of it through your window that you didn't close when we were neighbors. I've been friends with women you've had sex with, and and you've wronged them, and then they've not. Well, you didn't wrong them, but relationships end.
And they wronged me.
Yeah, Yeah, okay. Some of them did. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But one of them didn't. One of them was just kind of whatever. But she could have been mad at you, and she still had nice things to say. Look at you go. Being a genuinely good guy who, with your apparent secret fat guy sex moves I'm not allowed to know. Dude. I will find them. Yeah, dude, I'll risk everything. I'll take the grate off of my third-story window, push it off into the New York night. I'll crawl out onto the building Spider-Man style so I can get onto the fire escape and watch you fuck.
You wouldn't even... It'd be like staring at an angel. You wouldn't be able to comprehend. You wouldn't be able to comprehend what your eyes are seeing. It would look like a bunch of limbs.
No,
like a 4-dimensional. Like
I'll build one of those things you look at an eclipse with, so that I can see it.
A bunch of mirrors.
Yeah,
so you don't turn into stone.
That's how you do it.
There you go.
Oh my god. That's why you don't want to be gay. It's not that you're not attracted to men. It's that you're afraid they'll steal your moves after you fuck them.
That is dead. Women don't have the utilities to steal my moves. They see them, but again, you can't describe it. You can't describe it to another man and be like, he did this.
It's like when you have a religious experience, you really can't, or a psychedelic experience, you can't convey that to someone else. They have to experience it for themselves.
The English language does not give you. We don't have the terminology.
It's not powerful enough to explain what a person goes through.
There you go.
Hey everyone, this is a good start to this episode because guess what this episode is?
We should stop. It was a good run. It's short and sweet.
Dude, you don't tempt me because you know I don't want to record today.
You never want to do.
What? I want to record all the time.
All right.
But I often don't want to though. Can we say 50-50?
Yeah.
Okay. Today especially though. Anyway, today's the Mac-isode, everybody.
What?
Yeah, it's the episode all about Mac.
What?
All about Mac. Actually, that's not a song. I don't know what I thought that song was, but it's all about you, buddy. We're gonna get to know Mac.
Why?
I have these questions.
Where are these questions from?
A dating website so that you can get to know people.
We did this last episode.
No. Firstly, we went on Patreon and we asked questions girls want to know from boys, but these are questions directly about you, Mac Arthur, the human being.
Why did you create a dating profile for me?
I did.
Yeah, on what?
No, I didn't.
Hinge?
Why would I do that? Firstly, if I put your name into a dating profile, it would ban me immediately, and you know that.
It'd be cross-referenced to a bunch of different servers.
They would know.
The troll alarm would go off.
No, everyone, I asked on Patreon, people wanted to get to know you, and so we're going to get to know you.
I don't want to get to know me.
Well, it's too bad. You're at work right now, so
okay.
Looks like you're about to have a rough day. All right, tell everyone, where are you from?
Wait, there's some information I cannot disclose.
Then
so
don't disclose it.
I might not. Where am I from?
What information can you not give? What do you mean?
It would be compromising.
Oh my God, you can't even give me a hint? What era of your life does it have to do with? Do you have a
Where
secret
am I
son?
from? Do you want my birthplace?
I like that you just totally ignore. Yes, where were you born, and then where did you grow up?
I was born in Tucson, Arizona.
Oh, that's so white trash.
It might be one of the white trash capitals of the world.
Truly. New Mexico, Arizona, Florida.
All of Ohio.
Yes.
I
unironically love all these places too.
Yeah. No, they're not digs.
Yeah, it's cool.
They're places that exist.
Be white trash, ride four-wheelers while you're drunk, whatever.
Any place in Canada that isn't a city.
Hell yeah, Canada.
Yeah, I'm from Tucson, Arizona, and then my parents moved to Utah when I was 1 year old.
Because your parents are LDS, right?
Yes, one of them still is.
But did they move to you? Is that why they moved?
They wanted to move to somewhere less. I think the story was less hot and less tarantulas.
Okay, good call.
Those were and less scorpions. Those were all problems. So they were looking at San Francisco and everywhere around there.
How shitty is where you grow up or where you're living if you're literally just with your wife and you're like, too many tarantulas and scorpions. We got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
damn.
And so they're being Mormon, moving to Salt Lake was a big plus. But even if you're not Mormon, Salt Lake is pretty cool.
Yeah, Salt Lake rules. It does have tarantulas, unfortunately.
I've never seen a tarantula in Utah.
I've seen several tarantulas
in Salt Lake, maybe in southern Utah.
Salt Lake. I saw they're at the park sometimes.
What?
Yeah, I saw one in the grass at Liberty Park. I've seen one in Fairmont.
Never in my life seen a tarantula in Salt Lake.
That's so crazy.
Weird.
They exist. They're around. They're chilling. I hate them more than anything. I have fear, primal fear from seeing a spider that big for me.
They're huge.
Yeah, I fucking hate it,
creepy.
dude. I absolutely despise spiders and centipedes, man. Nope, big nope. I've fired a gun in my house at a spider.
In southern Utah.
Yeah.
Not in city limits.
I would, though, if I had a gun to shoot the spider with. Fuck it. Who's your hero?
Who is my hero?
Do you have one?
I probably have a few off the top of my head. I would have to go with, I don't know.
Who taught you how to fuck your special moves?
Dude, no one taught me.
You invented them. You're a self-taught master.
No one taught me anything about. Neither of my parents taught me anything about dating or love. I just had to. Maybe that's why I'm so good at it. I wasn't tainted by ancient mistakes.
I don't want to speak out of turn, but it also doesn't seem like you grew up witnessing a lot of love or romance or anything.
Also, it's all pure. From
yeah,
my
that's
heart.
what I'm saying. So everything you've got is inferred from TV or what? I don't know.
You know what? A lot. I did learn a lot from TV. I grew up with a lot of TV lessons.
Do you know who I think of you as? And I have another friend who I think of this way too. You both remind me of Marge Simpson.
Why is that?
Because she's so all in on her marriage. Once she's in, it's over, dude. She's fucking standing by Homer no matter what. He could destroy the city. He could have no job. He could sell everything. He can torture people, get someone killed.
I think there's a
Mr. Plowit. It doesn't matter.
There's a few episodes where she leaves.
Yeah, she's mentally unwell, like both of you, but she stays. I mean, she's in it, and she's very loyal, very kind, very loving, and she genuinely loves him. Is the thing. She's not just staying out of some weird, gross Puritan sense of duty. She fucking loves him, and she expresses her love in that she supports him no matter what. She even watched him fight, what's his name? Tay, whatever. the fake boxer in The Simpsons.
Oh,
That's like-
Drederick Tatum.
Drederick Tatum, yeah, she supports him all the time. That's you guys. When you're in relationships.
Who's the other person? Can you name
Devin,
them?
yeah, my friend
Oh.
Devin. That both of you are just like so all in. I'm just like, damn, dude.
That's why.
If honestly, maybe that's why I can't have a successful relationship, because I'm just like, I just want a woman to love me the way Mac loves a woman.
Well, I don't go into many relationships
I know.
because people are like, "Hey, I'll come over and we could you could do anything to me," and I'm like, "I'm good." I'm like, you're thank you, but
That is where you and Devin deviate.
yeah.
I think Devin is he was down for that before he found his lady, his current lady. Very happy for him.
So my hero, I don't know who my hero is. Let's go. I want to go with someone I respect in stuff I can't do. How about John Carmack?
Okay, there it is.
The guy who programmed Doom. He's such a anyone who can get rich. He bought a Ferrari in the 90s from programming video games. Pretty cool. Inventing new ways to code stuff.
It's fucking tight.
I very much appreciate his autism and that he hasn't really done anything evil with his money that I can tell.
Yeah, it's true.
It's so hard to find anyone who's a self-made. I don't know if he's self-made. Who knows how much money he had before.
Yeah.
But he didn't. It's so that's who I would actually consider my hero. Anyone who came from nothing and actually made something.
Hell yeah. I like that. I agree.
Without hurting anyone in the process.
Okay. Mac, you're my hero.
Well, I'm not a success yet.
You and Devin kind of are. No two people make me angrier or more proud. So I want to kill both of you sometimes. But I do love you.
What if we combine?
Oh god, that's why I don't have you hang out together, because I'd be furious.
What is the Dragon Ball Z move?
Fusion.
Yeah.
If you fused,
if we fusion powered,
you'd be way too powerful. You know what the different? You and Devin just are the same guy, but if one of you ate a lot and the other didn't. I don't know how to. But Devin's a fuck guy, and you're not. I don't know.
What
how
do you
to,
mean? I am a fuck guy.
No, you're not. You just said a girl
Oh,
could
you mean
be
only fuck? No, yeah.
Yeah.
But when I do fuck, I fuck.
yeah, dude. You're like the Death Star. You don't shoot a lot, but when you do shoot, it's over.
No, I do shoot a lot.
No, god damn it.
I'm a 1 to 2 a day kind of guy.
No, but you know what I mean.
But if
saying the Death Star,
if there's no target, then
yeah, the Death Star only fires at high value targets.
There you go.
Whereas I'm fucking Luke Skywalker. I'll shoot a womp rat. I'll shoot anything, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I need a planet to blow up.
I gotta stop fucking womp rats.
All right.
I'm just kidding. That part of my life is over.
You say that.
No, it is. It definitely is. If you could live anywhere, where would it be?
Anywhere? On Earth?
Yes.
It can't be. I can't live on the sun.
No, you can't make up a thing. It has to be It has to be somewhere right now.
I would live up in probably the top tip part of Idaho in a cabin with a solar panel set up and my own gas. I'd just live Ted Kaczynski style in a cabin up on the border of Canada and Idaho. If
my internet could be fast enough, I wouldn't do the border of Idaho, but I would similarly, yes. Well, if it's anywhere, nothing matters. I assume. I'm I don't even need internet. I'm going to. Oh, okay. Gonna live. Nothing I do requires. Are you waiting until you have a woman to bring with you, or are you just going alone? No, I'm alone now. I've given up on women. You'll go build a woman out of sticks. My secret fuck techniques will die with me. I'm gonna live on top of a mountain. Mac, no. And unless some traveler comes up and hikes the mountain, I'll be sitting there, and it'll have to be Kill Bill. Some hot woman comes up to the mountain and be teach me the ancient ways. I'm you're not worthy. Oh man, what's your biggest fear? My biggest fear? Yeah, you. Getting fatter than I already am. What do you mean? I just watched you eat a whole thing of soup. What do you mean? Did you not? You have to eat. I know, but you eat a lot. Yeah? What about it? You did run today, right? Yeah. There you go. Okay, so never mind. I take it back. You're doing it. Biggest fear? Yeah, I don't know. Getting fat. What are you talking about? Getting fat? Getting fatter. Okay.
Dying alone.
Dying alone does sound terrible.
Everyone dies alone.
Yeah, but I used to be one of those guys. It's like everyone dies alone, but we both know that's not what people mean.
Yeah.
People mean dying unfulfilled. Like you can, if the love of your life dies and then you die 10 years later, I don't think you died alone. I think that you died after just tapping out of love because you did it. You did the thing. People, when they say die alone, they mean dying without having done the thing, like I would right now if I died. Would you? And if you died, you would also have not done.
No, I did the thing.
No, you didn't. No, because to do the thing, it has to be reciprocated.
All right. For how long?
At all.
All right.
And neither of us got reciprocated.
Your definition is different from mine.
It is. I agree that you did the thing on your end. You didn't get reciprocated. And neither did I. But one day...
Are you talking about 69ing?
I'm talking about love.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What's your favorite family vacation? Did you ever go on one?
Yeah. Probably. I remember as a kid, we would always go on these family vacations, and they were kind of like planned, and my dad would get mad, like every family vacation, where just like you go to these things, you go to this park, you go everywhere. And so my favorite one is, I think we made it a point not to plan anything, just to do nothing. And so we spent like a week on the beach in California.
That sounds tight as fuck.
Didn't go to any theme parks, didn't go see any bullshit, just sat on the beach for a week.
Nice.
Woke up, went and hung out on the beach. I got black. Like, as you know, when you see a really dark Indian person,
yeah,
that's how tan I can get.
Nice.
I spent like a week just out in the sun.
Hell yeah. That does sound really nice. The beach is one of my favorite places just to like chill. There has to be waves though. If there's no waves, it annoys me. It's like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Laying around? Fuck that. I want to play. What would you change about yourself if you could?
What do you think? I'm perfect except for one facet.
What is it? Is it your hairy arms?
What are you talking about? Those are great. I would have a perfect Adonis body.
It's a thing. It's an option.
What?
For you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you can just have it.
I'm gonna do it. There's still time.
You've been telling me for 5 years.
Dude, I haven't tried steroids yet.
It's not gonna do it.
Well, you don't think it would?
No.
Dude, if I'm doing steroids,
if you do steroids and you don't like work out hard enough, it like fucks you up.
yeah, we'll see.
Okay. All right. What about, besides your body, which I think is fine, what would you change about yourself?
Probably my crippling ADHD.
I would change that too.
Which I think is a main factor in my memory loss.
Yeah.
Which is why I take there's a lot of questions you'll ask and I'll be like, I don't know either. Where was I? What is my favorite food? I can't. Let me get back to you and try and remember what it was.
What makes you really angry?
That's a good question.
It is. I as I was reading it, I was like, "Fuck! What makes me angry?" People, but
Probably
there's more to it than that.
Littering.
Littering makes me furious.
I'm trying. Again, my memory's really bad. I remember as a kid, I would be really angry. And one day I was just like, I'm not going to be angry anymore. And I flipped a switch in my brain. And I became very zen ever since then.
You know what's weird? I did that same thing. And
I think it was I think though it might have been a couple times. There was one time as a young kid where I threw a game controller at the TV, and this is back when TVs were TVs.
Yeah.
Like CRT TVs.
Yeah, so they could take the damage.
When TVs used to fall over and kill children.
Hell yeah.
And the TV would still work.
Protect the TV, man.
Yeah, and so I broke a game controller on a TV, and I'm like, oh, I need a So I need to like control my emotions better, and then I suppress them so far deep that I don't have any emotions anymore.
You know what's funny is I was like turning my life around, and I was supposed to go to like anger management, but I couldn't afford anger management, so like I went to like this free like state-run like group thing, and I remember dealing with them and just being like, I hated everything about it. There's like a lot of weird toxic positivity and bullshit, and maybe that works for them, but I was just like, fuck this place, fuck these people, I'm not fucking angry anymore. And I like angered my way out of anger.
You
So,
blew,
like,
blew through the other side.
I'm not angry out of spite towards other, like, and it worked. I was like,
however you do it,
dude. Well, I will say that is real and a part of it, but really the thing that maintained it was I started meditating and stuff, and then the more introspective I became, the less angry, and now I'm like, I would say I'm one of the least angry people I know. Though I do get angry, but often when I get angry, it's just like I'm like snarky, as opposed to like before when I'd be angry, like, hey, I'm gonna put my fucking hands on you if you keep, like, I would escalate to violence almost immediately. I would break things a lot.
All right.
Like keyboards and controllers. I broke an Xbox controller over my head once, and in a room with people in it, and everyone is just like, holy shit. And yeah, it's embarrassing looking back, but at the time I was like, fucking, let's go.
I think the only time I've been furious is when my sister threw a remote controller at and it hit me in the face.
Oh.
But that's like sibling rage.
Yeah, sibling rage is different.
I almost like hucked it back at her as hard as I could, but I didn't. It was so like,
was she screaming? I hate when they hit you, when your siblings hit you, and then you're gonna retaliate, and they're like, it's like that meme with the person with the ping pong paddle.
Yeah, the kid's screeching.
Yeah, you're just like, it's on now. But me and my brothers are also close in age. We used to like actually fist fight. It could have been anyone's game.
You can't fist fight your sister.
Well, firstly,
I'm the older brother by 4 years. I never.
That's a beating at that point.
I know there was never any physical violence I could do.
Yeah, me and my brothers, a ton of physical violence. Or we get mad at each other and just like, dude, my brother Jeff once just like literally started punching me in the face while I was sleeping. And it was, why was it? We were really young. He was like, he fucked me up though.
Was he hammer fisting you?
He was like, you know, when you're like punching a wall or a couch because you're mad, he was just like
double
raining blows down on my face, dude. And I woke up just like all fucked up. It fucked me up.
Yeah.
He got me so good. You know when you get hit in the nose, it was like that horrible sinus pressure. And then it was because he thought I deleted his game. But then we found out that like then he started a new one, and then the cartridge glitched and just deleted it. And he's like, "Sorry, I thought you deleted my Little Ninja Brothers save."
I
on
feel
an
him.
NES, dude. Well, listen,
I would have done the same.
Literally, as soon as he apologized to me, I was like, "I'm over it." Like I truly didn't care at the time. I was so mad, but you know when you take. There is a real thing where if the violence is so over the top that you can't even get mad, that's when it's too much.
Dude, I saw a YouTube prank video, which I feel like it's real because of the guy's reaction. Where this girl like deleted his NBA 2K like save file. And was like, I pranked you, and the guy was just like, I'm done. And she's like, what? It's a prank. And he just like walked out. He like walked out of her life.
Good.
And it was just like, damn, what? And she was like, come back, it's a video. And he wouldn't come back.
Dude, I'm with him. It's like that video when that girl goes in and turns off while he's like, hey, I'm live. I'm playing online right now. Yeah. Don't. And she turns it off, and he's like, why? And she goes, you're always on your game. And he just looks at her and he goes, it's all I have. Oh, dude. Brutal. The psychic damage from that. I'm with him though. Fuck that, dude. If a girl did that to me, I'd break up with her on the spot.
Oh man.
It's just like insane. That would be like if she was like with her friends and you just showed up and like pushed the brunch table or whatever shitty thing she's doing over.
Well, if it's more like whatever her hobby would be.
Yeah.
And then say if she baked a pie and then you just took that pie and pushed it out the window.
Yeah, it's just like,
and
why?
It's like it's still cooling down. We didn't even get to smell it.
It's like I pushed my anger onto brunch just now. I don't know why I did. I do hate brunch, but let's get drunk before 1 p.m. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Hey, that's cool.
Whatever.
If you're into it.
I don't like it.
Just because you're not into it doesn't mean it's not fun for someone else.
No, it can be fun for someone else. By that logic, then the dude who makes those videos where he just straps women to cars and drives around.
House of Gourd?
Yeah.
Yeah, that creep. That BDSM. There, everyone's into it.
Oh, damn. It's so weird.
He doesn't even have a boner while he's doing it.
No,
That's
he's
what
not.
creeps me out.
That's the thing that freaks me out too. Is he's clearly just kind of like on this weird. He's too stoic about it. Like, be weird about it. Be a creep a little bit. He doesn't even smile. He's just like wrapping them he's like tying them to the front of his car in their latex outfit.
It's like how autistic guys are artistic for like their little trades.
Yeah, dude.
Or
He's
like
into
collecting things, like collecting stamps. He's just like, I have to do this bondage.
Yeah, imagine like I just can't imagine having a woman that you're attracted to that is beautiful, that wants you to do what you want to her, and then you're like, I'm gonna put her on top of my roof tied up. It's like, what? That's what you chose to do? I guess. All right. What motivates you to work hard?
Nothing anymore. I've given up.
You don't think you work hard on the podcast?
No.
Okay.
I show
damn.
up. I guess I do work hard. I don't want to. I don't disappoint anyone I like.
All right. So the fear of disappointing.
Not
people.
fear. It's a choice.
Okay.
I'm not afraid to disappoint. I just choose not to disappoint.
I'm also not afraid to disappoint. You have to disappoint people eventually. There's no avoiding it.
Yeah.
So you can't have fear. You just have to do your best. What's your favorite thing about your career? I love that this questionnaire assumes you have a career.
Well, I just quit my machining job this week.
Hell yeah.
So that career is over.
You're not a machinist.
No, I'm not a machinist anymore. And if you're thinking about becoming a machinist,
yeah?
Maybe if the shop is right. If you work for a small shop, it's pretty fun. If you work for a big, giant corporate shop that just pumps out parts, that's not fun. My favorite part of my career is that it's over. Now, would my career be comedy at the moment?
Yes.
My favorite part is dicking around and making money from it.
It is pretty cool.
That is getting it's there's a weird double-edged sword with it. I think I've mentioned before, where you lose the part of your brain that self-censors, but then you also lose that part of your brain. It's a very cool. It's my favorite part about it. Doing stand-up and stuff is you don't self-censor yourself anymore, and it does lead to some problems.
It does. That's real.
But it's very freeing. So the freedom.
What's your favorite book you've read?
It's the easy one. It's Dune.
Dune. Why?
I don't know. You know how there's Bible nerds that just like you'll read a scripture and you're like, what does this mean? And then they'll get like so much from every single verse that like it can be interpreted this way and this way.
Yeah.
There's
The Matrix is an allegory for transitioning.
Yeah, where you're like, I never even heard of that, but I guess where I think there's like a Twitter account I follow that's like a Dune quote every day. And every single time it tweets something, I'm like, I agree with that 100%. It's 100%. I agree. I fully back it. So I almost treat it as, because I grew up like being forced to memorize scriptures from the Bible, the King James Bible, and all that. And it's like, you spend 20 years being told like, this is it. This is like the epitome of knowledge. And I'm like, I don't get anything from it. Then I read this book and it like actually speaks to me. Like the there are points where I'm like, oh yeah, this is the truth right here, and so. I think I've said like the world building of because Dune, the Dune book is like 3 books in one.
Yeah.
So it's the world building of the first book, setting everything up, the eco terrorism of the second book, and then the weird time travel and king and matriarchy of the third book.
I gotta read Dune again. Apparently, I think, and you know what? When you say that, I might have only read the first book.
Yeah.
I was in high school.
The first is kind of boring. It's a lot of it's not important until you get to the next part. And you're like, oh, I see what they were doing back there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember it at all. There's a bunch of books I read that I'm like, what the fuck? Why don't I remember this? And why do I remember Animorphs? So it's like something about your brain, the way it absorbs information is just like, I guess.
That's the other thing. It's like, it's a thick book. It's kind of complex. And for some reason, it just hooks in my brain and I can read it, where easier books I've had a harder time reading.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I started reading that Blood Meridian book, which is pretty. And a bunch of people were like, "You should get the Sparks Notes. It's hard to read. It's dense." And I'm like, "It reads like a Louis L'Amour book. What the fuck? What kind of idiot? Like it's what?" Dude. People are.
If it connects to you, there's something creepy that goes on, and you just get it.
I guess
you just under different. I think that's why people like certain authors and just read that author, because it's like, if you like that author, read everything they're writing in a style that just fits right into your brain.
I'm very, very. I just think I'm also very, very, very lucky in that reading makes sense to me. My reading comprehension is good. I like to read. I think a lot of people just struggle to read in general.
Yeah. If you also, my buddy Kevin told me a good tip is if you're like, just quit a book. If you're reading and not having fun, just stop reading that book. Like,
dude, I have to power through.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. They have to finish a book, and it's just like, if you're watching a TV show and it sucks, why would you keep watching it?
That's a very good point.
If you're doing a bunch of things you don't want to be doing, who cares if you finish it or not?
It's so true.
And here's the thing: if it's like bad in the first little bit, you're like, okay, maybe I'm going to like it halfway through. But if you're like 3/4 of the way through something and it still sucks, what are the chances that it's going to like change everything? Like the whole perspective is going to be changed at like, oh, now it all makes sense. Fight Club style. Like, no, Fight Club was still fun until the twist.
Yeah. Fight Club, the book is good the whole way through.
But yeah, nothing's going to happen at the end that makes all the first little bit less shitty.
True.
If you're not having fun, you're not having fun.
Okay, fair.
So read Dune, and also has a lot of eco. It's funny because I feel like it goes. I've tried to talk to people about how like it is kind of a feminist book, and they're like, "What? I don't see it," and I'm like, "Maybe just me."
I'm the same way, dude. I see things, and I'm like, I see inherent feminism and like gay rights in here, and people would be like, "What the fuck?" That was kind of me with The Matrix. I remember when I was young, I was like, what do you mean there are no powerful women in movies? What about The Matrix? And I would and people would be like, I don't know about this. And I'm like, no, it's good. But people don't listen to me. Even though Neo's the main character and he's a white guy, it's like Trinity and Morpheus. Like, I don't know. Anyway, we don't need to get into The Matrix and why I think it's a perfect movie. Let's see. How about what makes you laugh the most?
Itchy and Scratchy on The Simpsons.
Really?
Yeah. There's nothing funnier than that.
Okay.
And just that's comedy at its purest, like absolute source is Itchy and Scratchy.
Dude, I just love a good fail video. I like watching people fuck up and get fucked up, but not injured, just hurt.
Though I think
like America's Funniest Home Videos.
See that's good, but it's not clever enough. It's just people falling over.
Itchy and Scratchy isn't clever.
Itchy and Scratchy is so clever.
Itchy and Scratchy is so easy.
Oh yeah, right in Itchy and Scratchy right now. There's clear setups. There's clear purpose to the violence. You enjoy just like there's a rope swing and then the fat girl falls off and then hits the ground and then she rolls into the water.
Dude, true.
See, it's not. And that's you. Where I prefer.
Just the description of a not real.
No, we've seen that video 100 times.
Kidding me? Just the rolls into the water. It's so good. Jesus Christ, dude. I love it so much that it's getting me. You describing it, throwing a twist at the end is get it. Woo!
I know your perfect formula.
Woo!
You gotta
Yeah, I do love when the bad thing happens and then there's one little fun get right after. Oh man. Dude, oh man, people falling on rope swings gets me. Okay, Itchy and Scratchy. I fucking can't remember. Scratchy's the cat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Scratchy's in an underwater base doing experiments.
Why is he in an underwater base?
Because he's like Jacques Cousteau. He's exploring.
Okay.
So he's in an underwater base doing experiments.
I feel like there needs to be, he needs to like open a newspaper would be the format.
What?
And then he sees like that there's something. You need a purpose to the underwater base. You can't just be underwater.
Yeah, you can.
No.
They do ones where he's just a chef. Why is he a chef now?
I'm telling you, most of the time, from my ideas, is I feel like 90% of the time he opens a newspaper. It's the Ren and Stimpy format too, which is also very perfect. Ren is fueled by his greed, and so he'll open like a newspaper, see something, and that's what sets the episode off. I think Simpsons episodes, there's a lot of beginnings like that too, where they're sitting watching TV and then something happens and they're like, "Oh, what?" And then that's the catalyst, or like Homer opening a newspaper.
It is a good catalyst.
That's why comedy's dying. Newspapers are going out of style.
We need to bring the newspaper back so that cartoons can get into hijinks.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. I was going to do a thing where he was exploring and then
so he's in a submarine.
He's in it. Well, yeah, and he's doing experiments, and then Itchy is also there. I don't know. You ruined my flow.
So this is what Itchy does.
Gonna...
Itchy puts on the deep sea diver suit, and then he depressurizes the submarine.
There you go. That's what I was thinking.
Would be pretty good.
And then Scratchy thinks he's going to live because he gets into his suit too, and Itchy stabs him, but then they get blown apart in the submarine, and Scratchy thinks he's going to live, but then he realizes there's a symbol carved into his suit, and he's like, oh no! And then Itchy is laughing, and then the symbol glows, and then Cthulhu comes out of the depths of the ocean.
See, you've already turned it into new seasons. You've turned it into like season 25 plus of Itchy and Scratchy Simpsons. It has to
what
be
can I say? I have a modern mind.
Yep. You should go write for the new episodes.
I would write for The Simpsons if they'd hire me. I would write for any cartoon that would hire me.
If they gave me an offer, I'd mail them back at just a no. You've destroyed the show.
If you did that, I would. I don't know what I would do.
I'd rather be homeless and penniless in the street than be a part of the like my favorite show's downfall.
Well, that was a lie, but. Dude, this is apparently for a parent. What's your child's proudest accomplishment? That's a weird question. Let's see. What was the last movie you went to? What did you think?
That's a weird question nowadays.
Yeah, it's a good one, especially because you and I weren't going to a lot of movies to begin with.
Well, yeah, before this is in the year 2020, the disaster year, where there's currently a pandemic going on and nobody goes to movies, and I don't think movies are going to exist after this. Theaters are all going to close down, and they're going to become like a quaint hey, want to go to the theater as a gag to go see like an art house film?
In bad states, they have theaters right now, but they're not playing Hollywood movies. They're playing old
states.
Movies. Yeah, states where they're like, fuck it, let's kill our old people.
Maybe that's a good thing.
It depends on your perspective, yeah.
Maybe all the old people are going to vote a certain way you don't like, and so if they die...
This is real.
I don't even remember the last movie I saw.
What happens if you're in a coma? You can't vote if you're in a coma. What if you have like a thing that says, hey, you can vote for me when I'm in the coma. Just vote this way. No, because you have to actually physically be able to vote.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, I can tell you the last movie I watched.
Okay.
It was Lawnmower Man.
That's right.
It was so rough.
Damn, that's a wild movie.
I mean, it starts off really like, all right, there's a chimpanzee with a gun and he's in the cyber world. This is going to be a fun 2.5 hours. And then there's probably only about like 30 good minutes in the movie.
Just so you guys know, let's just give them a brief synopsis of what Lawnmower Man is a movie about. It's
a cult hit.
It's a Pierce Brosnan movie where Pierce Brosnan is a scientist who has invented a virtual reality world you can go into.
I don't think he invented it. He invented the serum that makes you smarter.
Okay, but anyway, he hangs out in a virtual reality world all the time, whether or not he invented
training
it.
chimpanzees
To do military stuff?
Yeah, to become smarter. So he injects them with the smart serum.
Yeah.
And so
meanwhile,
the problem with the serum is it raises their aggression, which the military, all the FBI and CIA agents like.
yes.
But he's like, no, that's bad. And he's like, no, it's good for killing bad guys. We're gonna have a bunch of chimps with guns killing people.
And then
Pierce wants them just to be smarter.
Alternate to this, there is a second thing going on where there's a man in a small town, and
this is the same outside of Pierce Brosnan's house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So in the small town, there's a man called the Lawnmower Man because he mows lawns.
Yeah.
With his shitty little lawnmower, and
that's a cool lawnmower.
What do we want to say about him?
Oh, he's very mentally retarded.
yeah, he's not well, deeply unwell. Like he can't read.
It's played by a normal actor.
It's from the 80s, so it's as bad as as problematic as you think it is.
Late 80s. It's not that problematic.
Okay, so I
thought it would be more.
He's like, what did you say that he buys comic books because he likes the pictures but he can't read? And it's the 80s, so everyone bullies them. By the way,
dude,
remember in the 80s when you could just bully anyone who's different for any reason as ruthlessly as possible?
Dude, they do in this movie.
It's so
There's
wild.
no clear bad guy because throughout the course of the movie, Pierce Brosnan. Well, in the first 10 minutes, they kill Pierce Brosnan's chimpanzee.
Damn, fucked up, dude.
They shoot it with a gun.
Oh
no!
No!
The chimp wants freedom, and so Pierce is like, "Wait a minute, this retarded man is about as smart as a chimpanzee. I could inject him with the brain serum."
Damn, dude, it's so bad. It's so bad.
So he does, and then
also he's smarter than a chimpanzee for sure.
No, that chimp was really smart, and he's really dumb. And so, anyways, he starts getting smarter, and then he fucks a bunch.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, everyone. So he's like, it's the 80s, so they're like, what do mentally disabled people wear? And they're like, children's clothes.
Yeah,
so they put him
overalls.
in a Dennis the Menace outfit. But then he gets smart and he takes off the Dennis the Menace outfit and he's shredded, dude. Like this guy literally had to get a personal trainer. Hollywood paid for a personal trainer.
80s big. He wasn't like big now.
He looked good though.
He looked great.
So, but for real, this happened in real life. They were making this movie. They cast him as a mentally disabled person, and then they hired a Hollywood physical trainer to spend at least 8 weeks with him, dieting and working out every day. And when people were like, "Damn, you're looking great, Joey. What are you getting in shape for?" And he's like, "I have to get shredded so I can play a fucking mentally disabled man."
Dude, they should remake that movie. It was like modern, like Christopher Nolan and Patrick. What is his name? Christian Bale. Like Christian Bale could pull it off.
Just
like he's all fat and dumb, and then they give him like 6 months to get all shredded and beef up on steroids.
Just imagine trying to like, God damn it, I got to get an 8-pack for this role, but I also have to pretend to be this guy. So he's getting shredded, practicing his accent, just like doing squats.
So, anyways, Lawnmower Man he takes too much of the super serum and hangs out too much in cyberspace.
Yes.
Becomes God. and
has a bunch of sex.
Yeah. And then kills a bunch of like people that bullied him. And
wait, does he fuck Pierce Brosnan's wife?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, she gets killed. By the spooks.
The CIA.
And so, yeah. And then he. I won't spoil the end of the movie.
It's not great.
It's not worth watching, but it is.
If you want to see a movie that's going to be like literally the whole movie, you're going to be like, what? And you'll be like, okay, this is wild. And then something will happen, you'll go, what?
It's definitely a movie you can put on and not pay attention to.
Yeah.
Like, talk over with your friends.
Hang out on a date, see if she's cool enough to make fun. If she can't make fun of that movie or he can't make fun of that movie,
I don't know.
Don't date that person.
Well, if you can't. I'm saying there's a lot of downtime in that movie, and if you can't put the moves on your date in that movie,
yeah,
you're gonna.
Well, no, but they might be all fucked up. Well, until they see the Lawnmower Man's 8-pack, and then they're gonna get fucking all hot and bothered.
I mean, if someone's dating me and they can't have sex to a chimpanzee getting shot on. Well, one, it's a cyber chimp. Then I don't know if I want to date that person.
I'm sad the monkey died. I didn't know.
Yes.
I walked out and I came back and I just assumed the monkey was not in the movie anymore because they ran out of movie monkey.
Nope, they killed him.
Money. Damn.
So that was the last movie I saw.
And what do you, thumbs up, thumbs down?
It's complicated.
There's another one. Are you going to watch the second?
I'm going to watch Lawnmower Man too. I'm too invested.
Damn, dude. Lawnmower. They shouldn't have called it Lawnmower Man. They should have called it, I don't know, but like not that.
Well, yeah.
Oh, also, by the way, everyone, there's a point in the movie where he gets psychic powers because he's so smart.
Yeah.
And then
he also gets
he's on a deck.
Pyrokinetics.
He
has telekinesis and pyrokinesis.
So he's got 2 fingers up on his forehead doing like Xavier mind powers, and you're like, oh shit, what's he using his mind powers for? Is he killing someone? Is he making someone come 2 doors over? Is he like doing something crazy? And then the camera pans over and he's mowing the lawn with his mind.
Why wouldn't you?
Fuck, dude. What a wild movie. Dude, I just check out my 8-pack and he's just so buff. All right. What did you want to be when you were a kid? What did you want to grow up to be? What was your big dream?
Probably when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I think at one point I wanted to become a surgeon.
Really?
Yeah. In the 7th grade, I had a science teacher who was all fucked up in it was constantly dying. I remember he was like, "Hey, if I collapse in the middle of class, my pills are stored in this drawer," and they wake me up.
Damn.
He had scars on his throat. He was all
just imagine him
dude.
Having a seizure, foam is exploding out of his mouth. He drops down and slides off of the chalkboard, and then the song "School's out for summer." All the kids are cheering as he's dying.
And so he was always like, "You'd be a good surgeon." And I'm like, maybe.
Dude.
And then I never went to college.
Fuck college. You didn't even finish high school.
Oh yeah, I didn't do that either.
All right, a surgeon, that was it?
I don't know. Probably.
I mean, that's not even you're saying that in high school, but usually kids have a thing they aspire to before that.
I think in high school I was just like, I'll learn programming.
Damn. So you didn't, as a tiny kid, you had no aspirations?
No, I was just playing Super Nintendo.
Wild.
I don't know.
That's probably good for you, though, honestly. Truly, it is. I think that it's bad when people are like, what are you going to be? And set kids on this weird path where they have to think about it all the time instead of doing their best to become smart and do what they want now.
But also it's bad because you could be in my position where you're like, I still don't know what I want to do.
Yeah, but most people who have dreams when they're kids don't know what they want to do, but they have the added guilt of never accomplishing a dream that was never even theirs to begin with.
But then there's those kids that are like, I'm 18 and I've achieved my dreams, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that shit is wild. I mean, and those are the same people that are like, I'm 18 and I'm married, and you're like, okay, weirdo, and then 20 years later they're still married, and you're like, all right, I guess.
Damn, you did it.
I have a couple friends like that, and they're happy. They're not sad. So I'm like, fuck, okay, Wow, I'm
I told
jealous.
you. I told you.
Straight up jealous.
If you don't put a baby in your high school sweetheart,
It's over.
then yeah, it's over. You just gotta. It's gonna be a series of disappointments until your grave.
Damn. Too real.
You only get one chance. There's like a 6-month period when you're all hopped up on hormones and don't know what the stakes are.
That's right. Let's see. If you could do anything for a day, what would it be?
Anything?
Anything.
I would become God and destroy the universe.
Good.
I don't know. Anything?
I don't know. I think that you
know
mean
what
that
I do?
within like the realm of possibility.
I would be a girl.
Ooh.
I'd touch my boobies. My front boobs.
That'd be cool.
And I'd still have sex with other girls.
What is your favorite game or sport to watch and play?
Favorite game or sport? Well, growing up in Utah, the only sport we can really watch is basketball. That's our only professional team, so basketball's fun to watch. Other than that, hockey's pretty cool.
Hockey is tight.
I don't watch a lot of sports.
We have a AAA team in Utah. The Grizzlies.
Yeah, I've been to hockey games.
They're good.
They're fun.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big sports guy, so I guess the most sports thing I watch is like UFC fights.
Did you ever play sports?
Yeah.
What did you play?
I played everything. I did ice
Very
skating.
Utah answer.
I did ice skating to do hockey, but I didn't stick with it. I played a year of baseball. I played a year of soccer. I played football, and I think that's one of my brain injuries came from that.
Nice.
I remember getting my bell rung really hard one day.
Dude, it fucks you up when people don't realize how violent it is. It's so bad for you.
I was also like on the line, but one of the smallest kids on the line.
That's never good.
So I was like fat, but still hadn't. It's right in that like period of 12 to 14,
Yeah.
where some kids are already like 6'2", and then some you're like, I'm waiting for my balls to drop.
That's a little.
And
Yeah.
so I remember one time I just got hit by the wrong person, and so then my balls dropped.
That's cool. I actually, when I was a kid, I played a ton of baseball. That was the sport I played the most for whatever reason, and I ended up playing in the All-Stars. I was really good, and people would like make an effort to come to my house and be like, "Hey, Shayne's good at baseball," and talk to my family and be like, "You should have him go to baseball camp and stuff," but it just never happened. But there were people who like scouted me out and that were like, I was good enough that there were people who were like, he should come to a different high school to play baseball.
Yeah.
But I never followed it through.
You could have come. I think Taylorsville High is where I went to high school, and it was like one of the best baseball high schools in Utah.
So
You could have.
I could have been someone.
We should have swapped spots. We've both been more successful.
I was a catcher. I was pretty good. But of course I never got to play like as an adult. I played a lot of softball as an adult though, which is so fun. Fucking love company softball. I wish there was comedy softball here in New York. Let's see. One more. Would you rather ride? Well, there's more than one more. But would you rather ride a bike, a horse, or drive a car?
I'd rather, I think, ride a motorcycle. Is that a?
Yeah, good answer.
Is that a halfway between bike and car?
Would you rather ride a motorcycle or a dirt bike?
Adventure sport.
Okay.
Another halfway answer.
All right.
So, like a KTM, like a not necessarily
Like a touring bike.
Yeah, like a tall dirt bike for the road.
Okay.
Adventure bike.
What would you sing at karaoke?
My go-to song is what is it? It's that
Bulls on Parade.
When I was high at night, you wouldn't talk down to me. What is that song?
I don't know.
Mama, bow, bow, bow. Oh, it's Rick James.
Oh, yeah. Give it to me, baby.
Yeah, I've sung that a bunch.
Give it to
Have
me,
you
baby.
ever seen me do that at karaoke?
No, I've never seen you sing karaoke, and I used to have to. My ex used to make me go to karaoke all the time because it was something she was really into.
Yeah.
I do not sing karaoke. I despise it.
Well, that's the only song I like.
It's a good song. I would sing that song with you. Fuck it.
I think you've stolen my song before.
I've not done karaoke. Wow, how could I steal your
You
song?
stole my song. I remember one time you did it, and I was like, "How dare he?"
No, I think I've sung karaoke once, and I did "Forgot About Dre," and I did the Eminem parts with a friend who was allowed to do the Dre parts.
What do you mean allowed?
Because Dre says words I'm not allowed to say.
Which words?
So anyway, he says the N-word.
The forbidden. Dude, if you're doing karaoke, I don't know. That's me. Like, I can get away with it. Like, if it's karaoke.
Yeah, you're Mexican.
Dude, people getting offended of singing along
Dude,
with songs.
I'm aggressively white. I'm white enough that sometimes black dudes meet me, and when we're talking, they have to be like, hey, what do you think about me? Like, they'll ask me straight up if I'm racist, dude. I have to be like, no, bro. Goddamn.
I think there needs to be There needs to be other slurs in
that
songs.
we can use?
No, just in music.
Oh, in general.
For
Let's throw some cunts into some more songs.
Yeah, some spics.
No one ever says kike in a song. I hate it.
Yeah, they do. Michael Jackson.
Did he really?
No, he goes "Jew me, sue me" in that one song.
Oh, motherfucker! Dude,
really
we should
care
cancel
about
him.
us.
Hey, someone cancel Michael Jackson.
It's a good song too.
I don't know what song it is.
They don't
Also,
really care
by
about
the way,
us.
I actually know Illbill has a song with the K word and the N word in it. It goes hard as fuck. So look up Illbill. His most popular song it's the whole name of the song is words I can't. Woo! It's a wild song, everyone. If you wanna see a song, the most politically charged, like holy fuck song, look up the rapper Illbill and check that out.
Music gets a free pass.
Fucking listen to that song and talk to me.
It is interesting how people try to cancel musicians, but they generally get away with it.
Yeah. Dude, you know what slur I used to get called all the time? Like the go-to slur for me that I have not heard as an adult ever? Christ killer.
Oh, Joey Diaz uses that a lot with his Jewish friends.
People used to like jokingly call me a Christ killer all the time.
Yeah. I got called literally every slur growing up in high school.
Yeah. I mean, me also.
So, like, I got called the N-word. I got called every single Hispanic slur.
Yeah. You're Hispanic. Well, you know.
And I know, but I've been called just all of them. Not like a lot of them hateful too, and it's just like, oh well.
Well, I mean, when someone calls you a racial slur, you're like, oh well, I've won whatever argument this is.
Yeah.
Like clearly, you know. I'm trying to think of the
I never
didn't really call me the K word to my face. The one time a guy called me it because I had sex with the girl he was interested in, and I was like, you know what? You can have this one because I did the thing, and so get fucked, bud. Like, sucks for you. Though later I did. Never mind. I can't say what happened. I can't say what happened to him, but not good. Wow, what a wild time of my life that was. What two radio stations do you listen to in the car? This is an old set of questions.
Yeah, man,
Damn.
these suck.
Do you have a Spotify?
Yeah,
Do you listen to music?
I do. Go
like on the train?
Everybody go.
When do you listen to music? I never hear you listen to music.
I listen to music on the train every time I ride to work.
Nice. What's your like go to?
Everybody go follow me on Spotify. I listen to right now. I've been listening to a lot of Chemical Brothers,
Okay.
Prodigy, and Aphex Twin.
Okay.
That's just right now in the year 2020.
That makes sense. If you could hire someone to help you, would it be with cleaning, cooking, or yard work?
Cleaning.
Okay.
I can cook myself.
Do you?
I like to cook.
I
don't like to clean.
What do you think happens when you die?
Well, first you shit your pants. That's the very first thing that happens. You lose control of your bowels.
See, dying is like bottoming. If you're gonna do it, you have to make sure you haven't eaten for a while, so that
do an
it's
enema.
not gross. Yeah.
Do you think like daredevils don't eat before the big stunt?
Yeah,
and,
dude. Guys who are planning to die and gays who bottom both know what's up. They're like, no, you got to make sure it's good back there.
Sometimes you might be both.
There you go.
If you're like in Iraq, if you're in the Middle East. those gay guys who fuck even though they'll give you the death penalty.
Oh, dude. Can you imagine how good gay sex is in Syria?
That's
Dude, imagine being in an ISIS-controlled territory having gay sex. No sex feels better.
And then there's like a few of them that do Vice interviews. It's
Jesus,
like, bro, you're on camera.
Yeah,
what are you doing,
dude?
They're gonna tell from your wristwatch.
Yeah,
they'll find you.
This is the most problematic thing. I shouldn't even say it, but I already started, so whatever. But there was like an old video on Reddit that went around in like the war tapes subreddit of this dude being like, he was like some freedom fighter or whatever, but he was like, yeah, I rape ISIS soldiers when I capture them. Like he was
a gay guy.
Yes, and he was like busting cheeks. He was like, if I get a hold of an ISIS soldier, I bust their cheeks.
Damn.
And I don't know if he's being serious, but he was just saying it into the camera like, ISIS, if I get you, you better kill yourself because your cheeks busted. I bust cheeks. And he was just basically being like, because you can't go to heaven if you're...
Is that against the Geneva Convention?
Yes. Yes. You can't bust cheeks of the soldier.
You can't rape one of your prisoners of war.
Yeah, you can't just... It doesn't matter that they're evil terrorists bad as Nazis.
So
he's...
Is that like an Islam thing or an ISIS-specific thing?
It's an Islam thing.
If you get raped, you can't go to heaven?
I just think that if you're...
like a hard fundamentalist Islamic?
Yeah, if you're full of
other man's jizz.
Yes, I don't think you get to go. So also, if you have to be buried with all your parts, I'm pretty sure. So like
you can have another man's parts inside of you.
Yeah, he was real angry, and he was making some bold claims. But I just remember watching that video, being like, "Fuck, this guy is for real." His face was out there for everyone. He was just like, "Yeah, not only am I in Syria where it's not okay to be gay," and like all the other soldiers around him were just like, "What the fuck?" Like
that's gay Larry over there.
Dude, gay Larry doesn't give a shit, dude.
But
he's out here to kill ISIS. Like, gay Larry doesn't fucking play games. Yeah, dude.
It's illegal, but he's really good at his job.
But the thing about it was just that, like, clearly no one he was with was okay with gayness anyway. But he was that hardcore that everyone is like,
yeah.
Hey, don't tell Gay Larry not to do that. He'll kill you. Like, and before he kills you, he
saved my ass a dozen times out in the field. Yeah,
dude. He was just like in the Free Syrian Army saying he was busting ISIS cheeks. It was an old video. I'll see if I can find it. I just remember watching it being like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, that was wild. I don't remember what we were saying. Oh, yeah, we were talking about dying. So what happens when you die?
I don't know.
What do you hope happens when you die?
What I hope happens?
Yeah. Do you want there to be like more? Do you want there to be like... Do you want like some weird sort of consciousness where time doesn't exist? Do you want like a god? Do you want to like...
Do you want to
see everyone else
all over again?
Do you want to do it all over? Like how? What do you think? Do you think that there's something going on, or are you like a 10 of 10 atheist?
That's the thing is there's no clue, and everyone has their theories, and there's so many good theories that they're all equally believable.
Yep.
Or unbelievable, and so it's one of, I think it's more of just nobody knows, and that's what's fun about it.
I think I agree with you. I'm an 8 of 10 atheist.
Well, yeah, you could die and nothing happens, or you could die and your consciousness could join the great beyond, or you could die and then wake up again and be like, what the fuck, I have to do this again. And then as you're coming out the womb and being born, your memory starts fading, and then you forget everything all over again. And
dude, I've thought about that quite a bit.
Stuck in an infinite time loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares? If you don't know, then why worry about it? There's no way until someone can prove like anything. There's no point in worrying too much about it.
I'm with you. Let's not worry. Let's just fucking get crazy. All right, everyone. That is Mac Arthur. You know him better now.
Do you?
Maybe. Also, if anyone can find that video of the Free Syrian Army guy saying he busts ISIS cheeks, he doesn't say it in those terms. He definitely uses the heart. He's saying it in Arabic though, so it's translated, but it's for real. I like. yeah, there were a bunch of people who were like, I speak Arabic. He's actually saying this. Fuck. Like, send that to me, please, because it's a wild video and I want to remember that it exists. Anyway, fucking, we love you guys. Please go listen to Patreon. For $5 a month, you can help us not to starve to death.
No,
Cool.
I'll be fine. It's just you.
yeah, I'm in trouble. I don't have enough to last. Also, we appreciate all the reviews you guys have given us. We fucking love you. Go watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Shaydozer is the other thing I do. Yeah, we fucking love you guys. Thanks so much. Mac, any closing remarks, thoughts?
Yeah, go to my Spotify.
Do you have a thing?
I wonder how do you find me on
I don't
Spotify?
know. He'll post it on the Patreon.
It's just Mac Arthur. You can probably find me. I don't know if there's a lot of Mac Arthurs.
Yeah, probably not. So fucking go find Mac on Spotify so he can show off how eclectic and cool his music collection is. I will see you guys later. Love you. Fucking yeehaw.
Go to our website, cowboyboys.rodeo. Yeehaw.